Yo guys, what's going on? The favorite assassin is here, Life of Rio, and guys, I am super excited because today's my birthday. I wasn't planning on making a video, but the love for you guys, I had to make a video, right? So here's the thing. This is gonna be a forma hug video. You just put the Z in front of it, and that's what I'll call it. I'll call it the hug, right? So the thing about it is this weapon is actually really freaking awesome since I got a Riven mod for it. So here's the really cool thing about it. I'm just gonna go ahead and put myself out there. I am probably the fakest person you'll ever met because I'd never used this weapon before. I never used it. I got it and I only got it to level 30. But when I got a Riven mod for it, I was like, well, you know what? Alright, and so now I'm on the bandwagon. I was using this on stream. It's super fun, and this thing hits like a freaking truck. And so the cool thing about this weapon, what makes it so freaking amazing, is that the weapon is a god because it has status and it has crit potential. So if you can get the crit potential on this weapon, you hit like a truck, because for end game status or whatever you're doing late end game, the highest I've taken this weapon is 240 something enemies, and I was still knocking out bombers and heavy gunners with no problem at all. It's freaking amazing. So the status is gonna proc, and you have so much status chance that each arrow hits and give you a status proc. And so when the status proc goes off, like I'm using corrosive, I'm taking away their armor, which is giving me more DPS at the same time. And while it's giving me more DPS, it's a puncture based weapon, which also lowers their armor at the same time, which helps out for stronger enemies like the Grenier and just in the void period. So status, and then you have the crit, which does ridiculous amount of damage. So the crit will hit basically for like 20,000, 40,000, but it's a different type of crit. It's hitting so hard because of status plus crit that is the most perfect combo and one of the most balanced weapons I've seen in a really long time. So a lot of things that I wanted to go about with this weapon, guys, is that when you use this weapon, you don't even have to care. Like this, the Riven mod that I got for it takes away magazine capacity, and it also buffs two other things. So I lose magazine capacity, I lose 5 shots, which takes me down to 15 arrows instead of 20. But the cool thing is I got 202 crit chance, which is amazing on this gun, partnered with point strike, and then I got 67% reload speed. So this weapon is a really slow reloading weapon at a 2.5, so with 60% reload speed added, I now go down to a 1.5, and as you guys can see, it reloads so freaking fast. So losing the extra 5 in the clip doesn't matter because I got such a fast reload anyway. So overall, it's an extremely balanced Riven mod that just took this weapon to a whole nother tier level, and I freaking love it. So I'm gonna show you guys some demonstrations, all right, on just different build setups with this. As you guys can see, this is going to be a 90% build setup and 190% mod, and this is how basically it works against 120 level enemies. So it works fairly well. It's just so many different builds that I tried in so many different long runs with this weapon, and I just wanted to show you guys. So remember that any testing that I do in here is subjective to change at all times because you can't really trust the locker room. So in-game knowledge is always the best. But I just wanted to show you guys just a brief demonstration, right? So that was the 90% mod, and now we're going to jump into a full 99.9% build, which to me is freaking amazing. And then when you're doing real actual runs, especially in the void, the fire comes in and you proc it so much that, remember that fire damage is basically true damage because it hits health, which some people can also call finisher damage, so that's pretty awesome as well. And these builds are actually really fun, man. I just really wanted to show you guys these so you guys can have an idea of how it goes. And this is with Argon Scope. Now Argon Scope actually hits pretty hard with this weapon for headshots. Now the thing about it is that crits are always inconsistent. Crits aren't always the same number, so that's one thing you have to take into account. So one minute you'll wreck a target and the next minute you're like, hey, did I miss some arrows? You know, because you got to take into account crit is not always accurate, and also multi-shot, so those go hand in hand, so you're not always consistent damage. So now this is with bladed rounds. Bladed rounds, I actually didn't like the performance of it at all. Now bladed rounds only activate after you kill an enemy and you're aiming for 9 seconds. You know, you get that extra damage buff. But I actually didn't like bladed rounds on it at all. It really didn't work out too well for me. And also this weapon with fire rate is just hilarious, but it doesn't work on this build since the Riven takes the spot of the fire rate. But this overall weapon is fantastic, guys. Like, I cannot lie to you guys, it's so amazing. This one I'm gonna switch it out and I'm gonna try the heavy cal build. Now, my personal two favorites is the 99.9% status build and the heavy caliber build. Also, the 90% mod is also good. I just wouldn't use bladed rounds and I wouldn't go argon scope because it's just so subjective to change. So it's too inconsistent for me, and I need like actual numbers at all times. But overall, guys, I just wanted to tell you, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This weapon is amazing. If you guys can get this Riven mod or find it somewhere for cheap, I really do hope that you guys can, because this weapon is fantastic. The weapon was probably fantastic before, but since I am late coming to the bandwagon because you know I'm so fake. But guys, I really do hope you enjoy it. If you did enjoy this video, or you did like the information that I provided for you today, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, guys. I'm so happy about how the channel is growing. It's growing so fast, it's ridiculous. And the Discord has grown immensely. So if you guys haven't joined the Discord and want to join the Discord, put it in the comment section. I will be having the link also down there as well. And you guys are amazing, man. Thank you so much. Everybody hit me up with a great birthday. I want to thank Dog Soldier, Trigger, and AK for the amazing gifts that you guys sent me, in-game gifts on Warframe. Thank you guys so much, and I'm so glad. Listen, guys, do you guys know I hate Loki, right? But you guys love to troll me with Loki. Why? I got over 64 Loki noggles. Like, why are you guys trolling me with Loki? I love you guys, I really do, but man, I do hate Loki. Hey, listen, Ash for life. Just want to tell you guys, have a fantastic holidays. Have a blessed one. If you guys don't see me, you know, with another video, if I don't say it in another video, just so you guys know. But, you know, as always, remember, I hate Loki, but doesn't mean he's a bad friend. Me and him just aren't friends, alright? Just Loki phobia, as Trigger and everyone else would say. But you guys have a fantastic holiday, and thank you so much.